Hey guys, thanks for joining me. As promised, I gave you two options. I gave you a transition skill and also a single leg pivot spin. And the single leg pivot spin was the most voted for. So I'm going to show you tonight just a few tricks on how to do a single leg pivot spin. Tonight I'm going to show you the forwards rotation one. And if you really want to learn how to do it backwards, then we're going to do that another time. So I'm just going to show you the forwards, a single leg pivot spin, and we're going to do something like this. Okay, not too complicated, maybe a little bit, but you can do it on both legs, forwards and backwards. But tonight I'm just going to show you a few tips on the forwards rotation. So the first tip is you're going to choose one leg. Tonight I'm going to put my left leg down, going to use my toe stop at the front of my skate into the ground. And my knee's going to stay bent. There's my dog Belle wandering past. So all my weight is going to go down into the toe stop. And this leg here, my right leg, is going to stay on the wheels. So that way we can do a forwards and back motion with our wheels like this to help us go around in a full circle. So the toe stop is what's going to help us go around. So we're going to try and stay in the same spot, centered over our skate. So what that means is, see how my knee here isn't too far out to the side, too far in, and it's not too far forwards or too far back. Because what happens if you go back from your toe stop, then you're going to roll onto your front two wheels, and then that's when you can start to wobble backwards, okay? So most importantly, first, toe stop on your left toe into the ground. Right leg's going to go out to the side, so you're just keeping that quite light and relaxed, okay? All the weight you want in this leg here with the toe stop, so that your shoulder, hips, knee is in line with your toe on the front of your skate. Once you've got that there, you want to stay nice and stable through the midsection here, and you're going to just start to turn. So see here on the side angle, you can still see here that my knee is in line with the toe stop, okay? So that way you can come back. So a good warm up for this is you want all the weight in this leg. So my left leg is the one with the toe stop in the ground, okay? And the right leg's going to be really light on the floor. So we're going to use on the right leg these two inside wheels here, okay? The weight on here is going to slightly push inwards. So you can still keep a straight leg here, because by pressing inwards with my big toe, so kind of around the ball of your foot, by pressing inwards here, you're going to be able to start to rotate around. Okay, so what it looks like is a forward single leg pivot spin. Toe stop on my left leg down, nice and light in this leg, and I'm just going to pivot around. So by keeping the weight in my toe stop, it's going to help me swing this leg around. What happens if I put more weight onto the leg that's straight rather than the leg on the ground, the toe stop on the ground, sorry, then I'm going to find it really hard to start turning, because what happens is you start to transfer your weight from one side to the other. So then you start going like this and you get stuck. Can you see the difference here? I've got a lot of pressure going on in my other leg, whereas I want that leg to stay as light as possible. So if I was to switch legs, because you might find your legs starting to get a nice workout here in your quad, your glute and your calf muscle. If I was to switch legs here, the same thing. The right toe stop down into the ground, keeping my shoulder, hip and knee in line with that toe stop. All the weight's down here, so this can stay bent. This leg can stay bent. This is going to be your driving leg, okay? And then this straight leg here now, my left leg, is going to just stay on the ground, all four wheels on the ground, but I'm going to slightly press on my inside edge. So where your big toe is, the ball of your foot, I'm going to press a little bit of weight there. So I'm going to start to turn around. I'm sure you can do it. Do you guys want to give it a go? It can take a little while, but have a good practice. They're really good for you, quick tips for you. And you can do this with not much space. So tonight I've come to the inside of my lounge room because I can't use outside because there's a bit of a gathering going on, so it's quite loud. So a few tips here. Legs, you know, just a bit wider than shoulder width apart, because what will happen is one toe stop will go down and the other leg will go out. Nice and light on the straight leg. Bend down and push that weight through the bent knee okay, with the toe stop on the ground. That's going to be your main leg. On the toe, put it into the floor so it's not going anywhere. You can spin on it and it's going to keep you nice and stable. And then you can take your time. You're going to bend down on that leg and then start to turn around. Get nice and flowy. Then you can try it on the other leg. Bend down into the ground. Put that pressure. See, I've got that pressure here. And I'm using that toe stop to get me around. And the other leg is just gliding with my body. So there's no weight in it, so that way the inside wheels can turn with me. All right, so you can do it really slow. Don't need your legs to be too far away from each other. But see also how my upper body, when I'm doing this, isn't too far forwards or too far back, because I don't want to fall over or lean too far forwards. You really want to keep that weight centered over your hips, which helps it stay centered over your skates, okay? So not too far forwards, because your feet will start to come together and you can go forwards. And not too far back, because as I mentioned at the start, you'll start to transition your weight to your wheels, and that can be a really ouch fall, and you'll hurt your coccyx more than anything. So nice and easy, okay? Have a practice. One toe stop down into the ground, nice and light on here. Inside wheels are going to turn with you and turn. And as you turn, you can start to get you can get a bit creative, and the more confident that you get, you can push that other leg further out from your body, so you can start to get a really big motion going rather than keeping it nice and close. But a really good skill, nice and close, is to keep your legs close together. And then the more confident you get, you can really start to play with it, okay? That's my tip for you guys tonight. So have a practice. And thank you guys for joining. And thanks, Mum, for that. Thank you. Good explanation. Yes, good. My coaching is working. So I hope that you guys can get some tips as well. Go away and practice. And I'd love for you to comment on this video if you practiced and you got some good tips from this. And if you want any more tips, then yeah, send me a message. But I'm going to put this on my YouTube channel as well. So Rollergirl Fitness, which also some of the videos are branded RG Online when we were in COVID. So yeah, come and follow me, subscribe. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. If you've got friends that want to learn some tricks, get them into this group. Send the link, or I'll put a link on my story as well, okay? Let's get spinning on our single leg and see how you go. Bye.